So this is a Troy-built 4-stroke weed trimmer and 4-cycle, and it's model TB525CS. Boston Canadian Tire. They're like new, like $200. I bought it secondhand and it looked like brand new, like it never been used. A couple things I want to go over today. 1 is the starting procedure, 2 is a valve adjustment, and 3 is maintenance of this shaft end here that I need some help on. So if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. The crazy starting procedure, it's a 4-stroke, and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen for a 4-stroke. You press the bulb 10 times, you put the choke lever on the number 1 position, pull the rope 5 times, then you move the choke lever to the number 2 position, pull the rope 4 times, hopefully it runs, and if it does, run it for 15 to 30 seconds, and then put the choke on the number 3 position. So even when it's hot, it doesn't even seem to behave like a normal engine where you kind of don't need to choke it in full throttle, or maybe you half choke it and full throttle. You always seem to have to go through that procedure. Anyway, it's the way they come from the factory. Second thing I'll tell you is the valve adjustments on these things, they need to be adjusted after the first 10 hours of run time, which seems really frequent to me, but anyway, I did it, and they did not seem to be out too far. So I think the initial 10 hours and then every 25 hours or something after that. But if your machine all of a sudden starts running poorly, first thing I check would be the valve adjustment on these, because I've heard rumors or reviews that they're very prone to getting out of adjustment. The next thing I'll tell you is this model can come with a curved shaft like this one or a straight shaft, and the straight shaft is a little bit more expensive. It actually detaches right here, and you can put different, I don't know, little rototilers and things on there. My trouble is the thing, first off, it never revs high. It's never revved as high as I think it should. Now maybe I'm just used to a 2-stroke trimmer that revs to the moon, but I just don't feel this one revs as high as it should. So the second problem is, and the fuel is new, and it did this ever since I got it, and it was virtually brand new when I got it. The second trouble is, under no load or really light grass, it revs up fine, and it revs to, it's in my opinion, slow maximum, okay. But as soon as you get into some thick weeds, the RPM is dropped by like 70%, and this shaft right here vibrates like a lot. And I'm wondering if anybody else has a machine like this that it vibrates that much. I'm thinking that that maybe it needs to be greased, or maybe there's something worn in here, and that vibration is so violent that I think it zaps away, 2/3 of the power that this motor is generating just to deal with the friction of that slapping around in there. So I'm going to start it and show you what I mean. I realize this is snow, and I have a weed trimmer, but I want to get this item resolved before spring, and maybe somebody on the web can help me figure out what my trouble is with this thing. Alright, hopefully I get this beast to start. Look at that. So that is all fine. That's great. So what I showed you there, all that time it was in here, that was full throttle, and you can see this thing just thrashing around, and it just doesn't seem to have any power when it's under heavy load like that. And you also heard it full throttle when there was a light load on it. And if you have one of these, and it'd be interesting for you to rev yours full throttle and see if it sounds the same as mine. Okay, I really appreciate someone telling me what to do with this thing, if it can be taken apart and lubricated somehow, or I don't know, maybe there's a bushing or something worn in there. Anyway, thank you.